Go to Flamengo game by any chance?
No, I didn't. I went to the Americana, obviously, and I just watched Fluminense twice. I watched them play Bragantino and Santos.
Okay.
I watched Vasco play Sport Recife at Vasco's ground.
Yeah.
Vasco's ground was amazing as well. Obviously, the Americana's a bit like... Americana's one for me. It's kind of like West Ham. It's like... If I was a fan of a team, I wouldn't want to play at the Americana. I want my own ground. I wouldn't want to share a ground.
Yeah, you don't want to share.
I don't want to share a ground that's basically the country's Wembley.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't. I'd want like and that's why I love Vasco so much. Vasco's one was amazing.
Yeah,
that ground is just. It's in the middle of like just like normal streets.
Yes,
like proper normal streets. But obviously, the Americanas, they have a lot more of a open town kind of area. And then you've obviously got the Neil. How do you pronounce it? Neil Quimica?
Neil Quimica.
Yeah.
Neil Quimica is incredible.
So I went to that. I was in Sao Paulo. We were changing over one night. We just got back from Parachi, and the next morning we were flying to Florianopolis. And Corinthians were playing Palmeiras in the final.
Oh, the Paulista, the Paulista.
The final. The second leg, Corinthians 1-0 up from the first leg. The second leg obviously finished 0-0. And I went to the ground. I was like, I'm just going to try and get tickets. Tickets are a lot cheaper out in Brazil. I'm going to do my best. And I got to the ground and it was just impossible. It was just an absolute like swamp of people. Impossible to get tickets. I was getting offered them for like 200 quid. I was like, I'm not paying that. I wasn't aware of what I was missing out on. Looking back on how amazing it was, I might have even broken at that. But at the time, I didn't see the 200 quid. I'm not paying that to watch this.
I think because it was a final. I think normally you would have.
I actually didn't know it was a final. There you go. I didn't know it was a final until the game even kicked off. I just knew Corinthians was playing Palmeiras tonight. It's the local derby.
Yeah.
Memphis going to be playing. I can hate watch Esteval, who's going to be going to Chelsea. He had a stinker that game.
Yeah, they were two of the biggest teams in Brazil.
Yeah. And then obviously Corinthians won it 0-0.
Yeah.
And the city went mental after. I remember.
São Paulo would have gone crazy.
I was trying to sneak into the ground, but it was just impossible.
Security is ridiculous in Brazil.
Oh, it was ridiculous. And I remember getting back to the B&B we were staying in that night. I've gone on Instagram. Gabriel Magalhaes was there.
Yeah.
In the stand that I was trying to get into.
Oh my gosh, really?
I was like, well.
I'm going to Vasco soon.
It's good.
I think the 23rd. I think I'm going to Vasco.
They your team?
No, I'm Corinthians.
Oh yes.
But they're playing in a cup final again. The second leg is in Vasco.
Isn't the first leg tonight?
The first leg's like tomorrow morning, like half midnight. Half midnight. So I'm going to watch that tonight, and then I'm going out to go and watch the second leg. So
it's going to be bad. Wait, second leg's at Vasco?
Yeah, it's at Vasco, so I'm going to go and watch it. And I've got a bet on Corinthians winning it with someone. It's actually with someone I work with. So I work in a radio station. Someone I work with. I think it's.
Oh, you got a bet with someone.
Yeah, we were there.
I thought you meant you had money.
No, just actually put it on.
So I don't bet like with money, but I bet with somebody I work with who supports Vasco. So I'm like, mate, if I go there and we lose, it's awful. Because the last time I went to Brazil to watch, so the team I support is Ituano, Gabriel Martinelli's old team.
Yeah.
And the last time I went and watched them, it was rough because we were.
Where's Ituano? Where is that?
It's in São Paulo, near Guarulhos, where the airport is. It's like an
hour.
It's like an hour away.
So it could still be in the city.
It's in the state of São Paulo. It's like an hour from the city. And basically, last day of the season, we'd never been promoted to the first division. We were 1 point off. Had to play Vasco at home. Flew all the way there for a day. 3 minutes. Gave away a penalty. Got a red card. Ended up having 24 shots. 15 on target. They had 1 and 1, and we lost 1-0.
Oh, that sounds like such a football manager game.
The best part of it was I got to watch Andre Santos red card. So
Andre Santos, the one who's at
Chelsea
now.
Chelsea, yeah,
he got sent off.
He got sent off.
Who was he playing for?
He played for Vasco.
He played for Vasco.
Yeah, and he was a shocking challenge. We were screaming at him, really? But it was one of the most painful experiences I've had.
Oh, that's good. They've got Coutinho now, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Arsenal's about to.
Watch him,
Arsenal want to sign Hene as well.
Who?
One of the, I think it's a 19-year-old winger from Vasco. They're asking for.
I'm not too familiar. I'm not too familiar with all the.
They're asking for 35 million, which is ridiculous.
Damn.
There's no way.
That'd build them a new stadium.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not going to happen.
No.
But
that would be.
Who did you say it was?
Rene. He plays in the under 20. Brazil's under 21.
That's Ryan, is it? Ryan's
no.
Striker. Is he the striker, Ryan?
No, he's a winger. This is a winger.
He's a winger as well, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure we're not thinking of the same.
No, so Ryan as well. They also want like 30 million for Arsenal want to buy both, but
What?
there's two different youngsters in the team that Arsenal were looking at apparently.
I thought we got rid of Edu. Still
And,
looking at people.
Yeah, look, I think the only one from Brazil really came through was Martinelli, but I remember we ended up getting Marquinhos as well.
Oh my god, he's back at Cruzeiro, just sitting on the bench every
Just
game.
doesn't even play.
Is he really?
Literally doesn't.
Wow.
I don't even think he's at Cruzeiro anymore.
Yeah, no, he is. He's just injured. I checked him.
Okay,
he
fair.
wasn't on the bench the other day. He's injured.
Yeah, I was going to say
Cedric at
he didn't
Sao Paulo.
Cedric's at Sao Paulo.
Cedric's at Sao Paulo. Yeah.
on?
He's actually not doing badly. He's
Really?
playing. He's not playing badly.
He plays every week. Yeah. He actually plays.
He's their starting right back.
There's a few other.
Jorginho, isn't he?
Jorginho's
out.
Fernandinho's just retired.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's. Well, there's
Willian's
other
at
Premier League
Cruzeiro as well.
Yeah.
Willian's at Cruzeiro. Willian went to Cruzeiro.
Oh, just gone.
Yeah.
Like, he's just gone there.
I said, Willian's just signed for Cruzeiro.
When?
About.
This can't have been recently. Or as in.
I think it was because I've got someone who I worked with yesterday who literally said that
He's not eligible to play the other day then.
Might not have been.
Oh right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's mad.
Willian's at Cruzeiro.
He's gone over, man. He's at Grêmio.
Grêmio.
Yeah, they told me Cruzeiro, but Grêmio.
But it's Grêmio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of Premier League players go there now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of.
Did Luis Suarez go to Grêmio?
Luis Suarez. No, yeah, you're right. He played for Grêmio.
He did play, recently as well.
Yeah, he played.
Yeah.
I want to say he played last year.
No?
Yeah, he played last year there.
Pretty sure it was. Yeah. Anyone enjoying the Messi into Miami?
Yeah, I think Brazilian football is some of the best in the world. You
Yeah.
get some of the best games. You get, I think you would say, you get some of the best fans as well.
This is what people don't understand, right? When I try and explain this to my mates as well, they think, oh, you've been there once. It's like, no, I'm telling you, the watching it is so much. I don't know how to describe it. There's nowhere near as many goals as you get in Premier games. Some games there's goals, but obviously there are a lot more tighter games. It's genuinely, I just feel like it's just home advantage. Like, the league is so home advantage based. Like, it's so atmosphere based and it's so passion based.
Yeah,
whereas the Premier League is all just so tactical. It's like a different sport.
This is the thing.
It's not the same. It's not the same game.
Yeah. I went this year to watch Flamengo in the Maracanã. I went to watch against Fortaleza, who David Luiz was playing.
Yeah.
And it ended 5-0 to Flamengo. But every goal was celebrated as if it was the first goal.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't slow down.
No,
It's just
literally
constant.
every goal was celebrated as if you'd scored a 90th minute winner.
Really?
It was
I tapped into
flares
this.
and everything.
It
was
was
crazy.
I tapped into this Flamengo game the other month. They're playing Vitoria. They won 8-0.
Yeah.
I think they won 8-0.
Yeah.
And like you said, every single goal was.
Yeah,
like
every single goal you got flares. You
Wow.
have
Yeah,
it's incredible.
That's mental. Yeah.
It reminds me of Ajax's atmosphere is very similar to that as well. Like just flipping flares and everything. It's ridiculous.
So good. What I wish was one thing is I just wish the it's annoying the league's not on FIFA.
The Brazilian one, yeah.
They took it off. Even the national team, they've taken it off.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help. There's no way of watching it really in England other than the betting websites.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not.
I feel like it's very like. I think South American football is very inaccessible to Europe. Well, no, actually,
should have showed people.
this is the thing. It's just England because in Spain you can watch Argentinian teams, in Portugal you can watch Brazilian teams. It's just in England that South American football, which is incredible, even like Libertadores, you don't watch anything until the final is on TV, and that is it. The fact that you can't watch any of it until the final.
It's their Champions League. It's like.
It's the thing. Well, even tonight, Flamengo are playing PSG in the Intercontinental Cup. I genuinely still think Flamengo will win that game. Might be a bit crazy, but I'm going to go out and say it's the thing.
That's true.
Don't forget, Botafogo lost to PSG.
Yeah,
and PSG have the same team.
Botafogo beat PSG.
That's what I meant.
Oh, is that what you meant?
I meant PSG lost to Botafogo, and this is the same PSG team. So,
yeah,
this is the thing. I think people sleep on South American football, not just Brazilian, but South American football so much.
Yeah,
because as you said, the atmosphere is incredible, and it's
Corinthians is the best, though, isn't it? Best.
I would say Flamengo is the best. I'd say Corinthians have the best atmospure, best fans.
Yeah, the Corinthians are the best fans. But the problem with Flamengo is when you have a ground that big, it's very hard to sell it out every week.
They pack it every week.
Because you can't though. They lock off sections of it.
No, but it's more the away fan sections that are smaller than it is the home. Anywhere where you can buy home tickets is always completely packed out.
That's mad. They're the biggest in Rio, aren't they?
Yeah. They're the biggest in Brazil, bar
I'm
Corinthians.
getting mixed up with Fluminense. Oh, my bad. The two Fluminense games I watched, there were so many empty seats. But that's obviously
Fluminense is that's the thing. Yeah, so Flamengo I'd say is the biggest in Brazil. I think
Flamengo are the biggest club in Brazil.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Flamengo have the biggest following than any other club on the planet.
Yeah,
as in like recorded fans, because they wanted to actually separate themselves as their own like nation almost. Like they wanted to actually like.
What?
So basically, I remember seeing this thing recently.
What did you just say?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So basically, I saw this thing which was like Flamengo wanted to separate themselves as their own nation.
Right.
What they said was they've got the biggest following in world football, so they wanted to separate themselves from like just being a team and being like classified almost as a nation. I don't know how it was going to work. But
how's that going to work?
They genuinely went to the Brazilian FA and took this as like an actual idea.
That's no.
Yeah, they must
That's mad. Top 10 things that will never happen. I mean, that's.
Here we go. They asked to be recognised as a nation by the UN. Like I wish I was joking, but
just a nation called Flamengo.
In September, they genuinely they made like a whole advertisement. They made everything, and they genuinely said they wanted to be. Was Zico? They said they actually wanted to be classed by the UN as a nation.
That's insane.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy. How was it like stepping into a Brazilian stadium for the first time?
Oh no, it's pretty mad. Like I said, the watching Fluminense at the Maracana isn't the best advertisement for it. I'd say Vasco's a much better advertisement for it. You've got like it's just rammed. Like, the whole place is rammed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small stadium. It's like what everyone lives for. You can tell. Like it's a little bit different. In England, it's more of a. Even myself at times, I'll go just to see my mates.
Yeah.
Like Brentford at home, Wolves at home at the weekend. Like see the lads. Like have what I'm saying. Go for a drink and have a day out. Whereas these lot, it's like.
It's literally like live or die. It's live or die. Yeah.
When they're there, it's like.
Did you go
you must win this game.
Did you go to any like shopping mall by any chance when you were in Brazil?
I went to an outlet on the edge of Sao Paulo, which is where I decided I was a Corinthians fan. Cause there was a Corinthians club shop in this outlet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to pick up on.
Outside.
Everywhere you find the club shops.
Yeah,
like
in an outlet, and they were selling the shirts in there, and I was like, "What? These kits are like, what?" I remember I went straight on DHgate. Yeah. Ordered myself one to have back when I landed in England. I was like, I'm not paying 100 because they're more expensive than the England. Because you got to pay for all of the all of those.
Yeah, each sponsor
you got to pay for.
Really?
Yes.
You got to pay for every single one.
Yeah.
So we don't pay for Emirates and that. Yeah, but in
Yeah.
England we'll just pay for the numbers and the names on the back.
Yeah.
You'll have to pay for the sponsor here. Then there's a sponsor there.
That's
there's a sponsor
insane.
there in the middle. Then there's one here.
How much
one
does
down
it
here.
cost?
You've got to pay for all of them. £2-3 each.
In pound, it doesn't really add up that much.
Oh, okay.
But in convert that to Brazil, it's ridiculous. But also, Brazilian shirts usually have a lot of sponsors.
Yeah, they have loads. Yeah, they have loads of sponsors on them. So like I said, the shirts where
you get like an official shirt is like
140.
Yeah. It's like getting like an official shirt
like,
with all of them. No. From the Corinthians website, if I went on it now, you're looking at probably about £130 for an official shirt.
I thought England prices were better.
Which to us is still ridiculous. Imagine that in Brazil, their economy is like
exactly.
In Brazil, that is pretty much two months' wages.
Yeah. Who's it? To buy your team shirt.
And yet, people will save up their like wages to do it. People will save up like a whole year just to do it.
That's mad.
Like it's literally just live or die culture.
I guess that shows the passion.
Yeah. And you very rarely see like people who. I would say when you're in Brazil and going to football matches, you very rarely see non-Brazilian people going to games.
Yeah.
Like, as in, here...
Well, no, that's what made it such a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
Because...
No one speaks English.
That and Face ID.
Yeah.
The turnstiles. Their turnstiles are Face ID now.
Right.
Yeah, so the Americana's got Face ID.
Yep.
Vasco had Face ID. Corinthians didn't have Face ID, but I think they're putting it in.
They'll get it by the beginning of next season.
So, there's Face ID. And I'm there at the thing like, right... How do I do? So I'm going on the website trying to buy a ticket. I've got to put in my IP address.
Oh, it's so confusing,
It's the longest thing ever.
They asked you for a CPF as well, which is like the tax code.
That was it. That was the nightmare.
CPF. Brazilian tax code.
I can't.
And you don't have one, and you can't create one.
Oh, I've got a story for how I managed to get the ticket for the Santos game. I actually can't say on it.
That's fine. Don't worry. We'll talk off air.
It's ridiculous.
The ticket for the Santos game. I got that ticket for £4, by the way.
Wow.
Americana in a league game, £4.
£4.
England, take notes, mate. Like,
yeah,
I'm not being funny.
man.
Like, £4 to watch league football. Like,
Favourite city in Brazil?
Stands. Ooh,
which is
that's
different.
It's not Rio, man. It's not Rio.
No.
Not Rio. Parachi's not a city. It obviously comes under Rio.
Parachi,
I loved Parachi. That was insane. I wish we'd done more time there. We only did about 3.5 days there.
Okay.
We rented a car to drive from Sao Paulo. Parachi.
Oh, okay.
Back.
Right. So you would have gone through the whole.
So we rented the car for 4 days. 6-hour road trip.
Yep.
Road trip, which is just It's the best thing ever. You just park the car where you want, get out, play football by pitches that are on the side of the road, and there's just like jungle in the background, and there's just like a pit. Oh, it's just insane.
There's so many like places to stop and get like coffees, like cafes and stuff on the side of the road.
That's the same. Stopped at the outlet on the way out of Sao Paulo. There's so much stuff to do on like a road trip. You can just stop and get involved. You got mountains. We got off on the top of mountains. And you drive down. It's scary driving through at times because like the roads are just so. When
it starts to get dark, you're like, there's no lights.
On the way there,
there's no lights at all.
There's no street lights.
It got pitch dark and it started pissing it down with rain.
Oh,
so and then my mate sits here.
If one car comes up to you,
locked in, like I've never seen the guy so locked in my life. Like he's a pretty dopey guy, but I'm looking at him and he's not taking his eyes. They've got like the reflective things on the floor.
Yeah,
you can just about make out, but apart from that,
if it starts like proper like hailing it down, you are like, well, I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
The GPS will like not pick up your location.
Not even that. You've got the issue of the what's it called? There's like the roads that are right in the middle of the country, in the middle of nowhere. What people do is. What locals will do is when there's those signs, when it says might be deer up this road, might be deer walking up. What people will do is they'll position themselves up way up the road, and then they'll basically when it's night they'll be able to see a car coming up that long road. And then they'll just send deer out into the road, which makes you stop, and then it's game over.
Damn.
Brazil's one of those places where like, I think the only couple of places that are worse, I'd say, are like Colombia, Bolivia.
Oh yeah, But we didn't encounter one single problem in the whole 3 weeks and 5 days we were there.
So that's great. This is the thing I wanted to pick up on was everyone and
makes out that it's a war zone.
The way the media portrays Brazil is you're going to get robbed, you're going to get whatever. When you're in Rio, people say don't walk with your phone out. It's absolute bullshit.
That's bullshit. And then even then, you don't need to walk with your phone.
Exactly.
Out. Yeah, you don't. Also, just put it in your just have it in your pocket. Yeah. And then I even when I'm in London, if my phone's in my pocket, I always walk around with my right hand on my phone. This is what I said. I walk around.
What I said to my friend was the irony is I would say London, you're more likely going to get robbed than you are in Brazil.
London, you get
straight
robbed.
Up in the street.
Brazil, you'll probably get pickpocketed, which is pain in the arse.
That
would be a pain in the arse. But
I think it's the thing I wanted to ask was, I'm guessing there's going to be times you don't feel safe per se, but as a whole, Brazil is not this kind of massive.
There's not one moment where I didn't feel safe. The least safe I felt was when I went to that Corinthians Palmeiras game, and there was just like people letting off bangers every 10 seconds, and then lunatics running around. Even then, that's like love of the game.
Yeah,
that's not like it's not
doesn't make you feel like
Also, as soon as you contextualize it as it's a cup final against like your
two biggest rivals in the same city. Yeah,
it's like you're gonna go like Arsenal, Tottenham, your biggest rival. You're gonna have people just going crazy.
Even then, and
why not?
And for that to be the most unsafe I felt in the entire 3 weeks and 5 days, like I said, Florianopolis has to be the best.
Florianopolis is incredible.
Yeah, best city I went to. I think, I have to say Florianopolis.